Okay, 1.8 second par, 3 yards. Stand by.
I hit recorded drop, you can't ignore it.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, this is Adam Winch of Defenders USA. Hey, I've got a great drill for you. This is something I came up with a year ago in Houston. I was teaching 24 SWAT cops from all over Texas, and I came up with a drill for them and several reiterations of this drill, and I'm going to do the easiest one here for you guys. So it's called the Defenders USA Static B8 Drill. So the name has a clue, right? This one is static. Maybe there's something more coming later for you. Anyways, on the static B8 drill here from Defenders, you're shooting from several different places. One is 25 yards, which is where I'm at now, to a bunch of B8s that are out there. I'm using a active self-protection B8 target. So there's 6 B8s across the target. And for those of you, if you don't know what a B8 is, it's a circle that's 8 inches. Then it comes into a 9 ring, a 10 ring, and an X ring. And the overall ring is 8 inches. Think of the area of my chest or the upper thoracic cavity. Really the size of my hand is really 8 inches. So that's what we're shooting at. And at each stage, I'm going to fire 5 rounds. There's 6 total stages, so I'll be shooting a total of 30 rounds. Because I'm shooting on a B8 that has a possible 10 points each shot, there's a possible 300 points out of all 30 shots. Now, if it goes in the 8 ring, it's only worth 8 points. If it goes in the 9 ring, it's only worth 9 points. If it goes in the 10 ring or the middle X ring, that is worth 10 points. Anything outside the 8-inch circle is 0. You get no points. So the job is get as many points as you possibly can, preferably 300 points. But there's also par times. So at the 25-yard line, there's a par time of 15 seconds, which just messes with your mind. That's all there is to it. Then at the 15-yard line, you got 10 seconds to fire 5 rounds. Then at the 10-yard line, you've got 5 seconds to fire 5 rounds. At the 7-yard line, you've got 3 seconds to fire 5 rounds. At the 5-yard line, you've got 2 seconds to fire 5 rounds. At the 3-yard line, you have 1.8 seconds to fire all 5 rounds. And if your rounds do not get off inside the par time, you're down 10 points because, well, though you might have hit dead center, you're still outside the point. Now, if you're like me and can't math and you end up firing 6 rounds instead of 5 because you can't count when you're going fast, then we take off your very best possible hit on the target. So it just goes away and we go back to your 5-round time score in a sense. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I've already done this, but I think the camera burped and I didn't get it on camera, so I'm going to try this again. So I'm doing this from 5 yards, or from 25 yards, shooting the top left B8 up there. I'll walk it in and show you. I'm also using a randomized shot clock, and I don't know when it's going to go off. Once I hit the button, it goes off somewhere between 1 to 4 seconds, so I can't game it. And then I've got to draw from concealment and fire 5 rounds in 15 seconds. Now, I know that's easy. Here's the problem. It messes with your mind, okay? And it makes you do things you shouldn't do when you should slow down and focus on getting your shots. Defensively, I think this is also realistic. So let's just see what happens, okay? So 25 yards, 15 seconds. I'll let you know what the time is on the shot clock, but from the second the shot goes off, I have 15 seconds to get it done. Okay, here we go. 15 seconds. Stand by. Top left B8 should just look like a 5 on there. You'll see it when I walk the camera up. So I threw one shot horribly. I don't even know where it's at, but I think it's really, really low. So that was 8.98 seconds. 8.98 seconds. I grabbed my gun wrong. I didn't fix my grip, though I had time. And I just fired to fire, and I felt the gun drop as I did it. So I'm betting I got a shot really low. I'm also noticing I haven't changed my zero recently, and I've been traveling a lot. And every time I travel, go different elevations, I got to change my zero slightly, and I haven't done that. So let's just see where I'm at today without having checked my zero. Okay, so I told you I threw one shot. Okay, so it's right there. I felt it. It was awful. Then I slowed it down a little bit. So I'm down 10, then I'm down 12, then I'm down 13, then those are in. So there's 5 total shots. So out of a possible 50 points, that was done in 8.93 seconds. 8.98, sorry, 8.98 seconds. And out of a possible 50 points, 10, 12, 13. So I'm down 13 points. So that's a 37. Now, when I just did this a few minutes ago, I think I had a 45 out of 50. So second time isn't always good. All right, next we're going to 15 yards. I have a 10-second par time, and we're shooting at this top right B8 that shows a 3 there. So I really threw that one. I should never have lost that 10 points. Should never have, but I did. So that's just how life is. So I'm gonna be a little bit more careful. All right, here we go. So I've got 10 seconds on the clock, 5 rounds, the top right B8. Stand by. Here we go. Okay, I let one go when I shouldn't have. So it was a 5.82, 5.82. Let's go take a look real quick. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the only one outside the 10 ring. Okay, so we're down 1, so it's in the 9 ring. There's 2 holes right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, so there's there. So I'm down 1. So I got that done in 5.82 seconds, and it's a 49 out of 50. 49 out of 50, okay? So I'm not happy with that one, just like I'm not happy with the last one, because the last time I did this on camera, which was just 10 minutes ago, I got 50 out of 50 on this one. Okay, so now we're gonna go to 10 yards, 5-second par time. We're going to the number 2 here, so the middle left B8, middle left B8. All right, so the first beep is the go signal. The second beep is 5 seconds. So I gotta fire 5 rounds in 5 seconds from 10 yards. Let me take a look at my gun one more time. 5 rounds. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I threw a shot I didn't want to throw. I went a little quick on it. That was a 3.12. 3.12. Let's go take a look. Now, when I say throw, I don't mean I actually threw it outside. It was just higher than where I wanted it to be. Okay, so this was done in 3.12 seconds. So we're down 2, 3, 4. Then that's breaking the 10 ring, and of course that's the X ring. So we're down 2, 3, 4. So that would be 46 out of 50. 46 out of 50. Okay, so now going to the 7 yards, 7 yards, 5 rounds, and I've got a 3-second par time, 3-second par time. So 7 yards, now I'm going to the number 6, or the middle right B8, middle right B8, 5 rounds, and I've got 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Stand by. Let me take a look at my gun. Okay, here we go. Stand by. Okay, I believe I fired 5, I believe. So that was a 2.52. 2.52. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm down 2. That's a grease ring break. So that's a 10. Grease ring, grease ring. Okay, so I'm down 2. So I had a 2.52, so within the par time, and that was a 49 out of 50.
Now, if you're like me and can't math,
I believe last time this was also a 50 out of 50, so I'm losing points here right and left, especially with that guy. Okay, now we're going to the 5 yards, 5 yards, which is down here. Okay, so we're going to the 5 yards, and I've got a 2-second par time, 2-second par time. All right, here we go. Stand by, 5 rounds. 2 seconds. Okay, that was a 187. 187. There's 1, so down 1, down 2, that's in the 10, that's in the 10, and that's in the 9, so down 3. So out of these, I am a 1.87, so within the par, and I've got 1, 2, 3, so I'm down 47 out of a possible 50. Okay, so far within the time frame. Now we're going to this one, okay? So this bottom one, if you can see it, this bottom one here is 1.8 second par. Okay, 1.8 second par, 3 yards. Stand by.
I hit recorded drop, you can't ignore it.
And if you notice, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all in the 10 ring, so that's a 1.77, and it's 50 out of 50. Okay, so everything is within the par times so far, right? Everything's there, but let's calculate it up now. I really hate that I missed a 10 ring. I mean, I don't do that very often, but boy, I did today, didn't I? All right, so let's calculate this up. Out of a possible 300 points, okay, so out of a possible 300, everything's within par, so I don't have anything down there. So I have 37 plus 49 plus 46 plus 49 plus 47 plus 50. So that's a 278 out of a possible 300. So when I did this about 10 or 15 minutes ago, everything was within par also, but I had a 281. So I'm being pretty consistent, and had I not thrown this one, that would have been a 288. That would have been better. My highest score right now, so far, my highest score I've ever done on this has been a 286. That's my highest score so far. So if I hadn't thrown that one right here, been a little bit more careful, I would have beat my highest score. But still, I mean, pretty good shooting, only one outside the B8, everything's within the par times, a 278 out of a 300. I'd tell you that's good. Now for me, I declare this to be a passing score would be 210. I don't like it, but I'd say it's passing. Think of it this way, it's a C in school. It's simply a C, right? And C is barely passing, but it's passing. A good score, what I'd tell you is a pretty good shooter, is gonna be a 240. Okay, so really good score. Really, that'd be a B in school, okay? 240 out of a possible 300. What I'd tell you is a patch or a high-level score in this is a 270, right? So in this case, I beat it by 270, which means I earned a Defenders USA patch by getting a 270 or above. That's the only way you can get it. A passing is 210, good at what we're looking for, 240 and above, 270 is a patch. Now, my goal is to get 300. I'd love to get 300 within the par time. And this is still the static B8 drill. It's not even the one with different stuff in it, but it tells me where I'm at, what I'm working on. I just want to introduce the static B8 drill from Defenders USA to you guys, and there it is. Go give it a try. Would love to see you do this. And if you come to a class with ours and you pass this and you earn the patch, you'll earn it right there in class. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Winch, Defenders USA. We at Defenders USA have recently affiliated with a company called Patriot Mobile. Patriot Mobile is a cell phone provider that uses all the same towers as the big boys on the block, so therefore it has great customer service and great reception. At the same time, their bill is about half the price.